This clip is from episode 31 of the Gamer Gear podcast. To watch the full episode, click the link in the description.
Woo!
Yeah.
The sleeper hit of 2022.
Real, dude, real. And so by the way, Cultured Crusader did make an amazing Cyberpunk video, in case you haven't seen it yet.
This is true. It is the best one. It's possible that I may have been a little loose with the spoilers of the first 3 episodes. I recognize that. I own that. Okay, we have different interpretations of what counts as a spoiler, but
yeah,
it's a good video.
I
could have not said certain things, you know. So fair warning to anyone who wants to watch that.
Yeah, I was surprised, what you said in the non-spoiler section.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Follow my rationale, right? I figured the story was the thing that happens once he joins up and starts what the main focus of the show is the gangs and stuff, right? So I was like, okay, anything that happens before that should be fair game because that's just leading into this story. And now I realized upon reflection, probably shouldn't have done that approach.
Yeah, your thing is oh yeah, it's saying if you're to review Death Note, everybody knows Light Yagami gets the Death Note. It's something like that.
Right. Yeah. I was like, yeah, everyone knows, and I was like, yeah, he kills people with the Death Note. That's fair game. I could say that, but I do realize, I could have just not said, what happened and then just led into he joins the gang. Didn't need to be so specific. I was really married to that knock at the American healthcare system that I was like, you know what, we're going to spoil it because I got to get the joke in.
Yeah. And then you immediately just flash frame, America's still number 1.
It's very true. Very true.
Very, yeah. You undercut your own joke, but only if you paused it.
Listen, this is all the process. This is the creative process. Every video a test, every video an experiment, and we learn things.
Real, yeah. By the way, Cyberpunk Edgerunners is good. You should.
Yeah. The real spoiler alert is that the show is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I was talking because yeah. But by the way, I did my own Team Lucy versus Team Rebecca poll on my
nice
community tab. Yeah. It was surprisingly in Rebecca's favor.
Really? Okay. No,
yeah.
I mean that's what I was expecting because I think I did one on Twitter too, and I think Rebecca won out pretty hard.
Yeah.
But on YouTube, I guess people like Lucy more, at least for mine.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. It's all about your own audience, really.
Yeah, they're all a bunch of sheep. They saw me say I love Lucy, and they're like, "Oh, well, I guess I love Lucy too."
Yeah. See, I did not poison the well with who I said was better at all.
Yeah, completely unbiased, unlike me.
I did.
I had to lead him a little bit.
The animator, Ghost Handy, that animated that cool little intro. He asked me privately, "Is are you Team Lucy or are you Team Rebecca?" I won't tell anybody.
We got to know the insider scoop. Man's opinions.
Let me ask this important question. I am someone who never cared about Cyberpunk to begin with. Would the anime still be good for someone like me?
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah,
yes.
I didn't play 2077. All I really knew about it was Keanu Reeves promoted the game, and I don't know, it's a dystopia that kind of takes what do you call it? Social. It's I don't know. It was I knew bare bones stuff. I just knew the aesthetic and I knew Keanu Reeves, and that was about it. And I still I watched it and I absolutely enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was I remember it was the week of Cyberpunk's launch. It was right before it launched. I was I had the money in my Steam account. I was like, should I pre-order it? And then I No, this was my rationale for not pre-ordering it. Okay, I was like, oh wait, I should probably get it on GOG so I can support the developers more.
Okay, all right, that's a good way to go.
And then but adding money on or buying anything on GOG is much more difficult because like it's a foreign thing, so you know your bank is like, oh, somebody in Poland is like using your credit card.
Yeah. They're trying to look out for you, but you're just trying to be a good person. You know, I get that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I ended up not getting it at all. Because I saw the video, like I'm pretty sure it's like a couple days before, or like the week of, there was an embargo on like earlier.
Yeah, that's what really did me in, because I at that point I'd already made the conscious decision to not pre-order any future games, because I'd been burned so many times, and then I saw like the same steps as Fallout 76, where there was like the you can't review the game, you can only say a couple things, and you can't show your own footage. And I was like, oh, I don't know about this. It keeps getting delayed, and then they're like, no, we're gonna release it here, and I'm like, yeah, but what have we really seen? I don't know, man. It's not looking good.
Real. I will say. I may have ordered or pre-ordered the new Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom.
We all have our weakness, we all have our moments of weakness.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair.
No, I mean, yeah, I feel like, I have less of a problem with pre-ordering Nintendo stuff because they haven't let me down.
Unless it's
lately.
A multiplayer game.
Unless it's a multiplayer, yeah, but I don't really. Most of my Nintendo stuff's like, right now I'm a little hurting because I am a Fire Emblem fan, and I saw the new Fire Emblem, and I'm like, I don't know about that, but
I don't think
we can talk about that soon or late, yeah, because I actually like that protagonist design, but we'll
listen. I'm coming around on Toothpaste Chan, all right. I'm not gonna. I'm still at the bottom of my heart. I'm still an enjoyer of interesting female designs, but.
Real.
I'm curious about like what that game's going to be, but yeah, we can get to that in a minute.
Yeah, but yeah, I did not play Cyberpunk on like tabletop or on any console or anything. Like after launch, I saw just like the absolute crapshoot that it was.
The absolute state of modern gaming.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Crobecat, he does like those like infamous
the glitches.
He came back just for that, I think. And then
beautiful.
Then also I like Young Rippa. He was streaming it and on PS5, mind you, and it's been. It like he just made a compilation of it like crashing on him.
Yeah, I think though now, from what I'm told, the latest update actually made the game like pretty good. So maybe the anime will gaslight me into actually buying the game and playing it. But right now, haven't played it, and I'm holding out.
I might play it near because in 2023 there's going to be a big expansion to it, so I think that might be the time to get into it in terms of views too.
True,
so true. And yeah, by the way, I have the Steam charts pulled up. I've had it pulled up for like the past 5 minutes.
Oh, nice. I know it had a revival. I know the numbers started going back up.
So this chart is the last 3 months. And in the last 3 months, it has not gone above 20,000 players until September 9th.
I wonder what happened September 9th.
Yeah, and yes, and September 6th is actually it's like at 12,000, which is about where it like stabilizes. And then September 7th, 18,000. So that's a 6,000 player jump. And then you get, and it actually peaked September 25th at 136,000 concurrent players that day.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the next No Man's Sky story, right? Where they
quite possibly
finally becomes game of the year that it was always supposed to be.
Yeah, and if we look at all time, you can see that it still doesn't hold a candle to like that launch week, because
right. I mean, there was so much hype on that launch week.
November 30th, 800,000, and this is on Steam alone. So this isn't taking into account any other versions. But actually, do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny?
What?
Cyberpunk 2077 came out on Stadia, and it was at launch.
Oh my god! It actually.
It was unironically the most stable version.
Was it really? That's kind of hilarious. Oh my god.
Yeah, it takes Google servers to run this game at launch.
Apparently. Did it look like the Xbox One version? Because I remember looking at that, and it was not fun to look at.
I mean, we're talking about memories from like 100 or
True,
over a year ago.
Yeah, it's all in the void now.
I might try to look it up. Yeah. So a month after launch, it was at 225,000, which is just about double what it is currently. So
it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad.
Yeah. So like maybe this is the beginning of the comeback. Maybe.
Right. I think it's piquing people's interest, and they're kind of waiting for how CD Projekt Red's gonna react, and like whatever they do next, I think that's gonna kind of determine the future of that game.
Yeah, maybe around the expansion, a lot of people will.
Right. Yeah. If that expansion is still a letdown, then I guess it'll all be for nothing.
Yeah, and by the way, do you see Studio Trigger or anybody at Netflix trying to milk Cyberpunk Edgerunners?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked too much, but I would assume they're trying to.
How often is there a good thing in which people don't try and milk it nowadays?
Right, that always happens. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about actually with Cyberpunk is like I don't actually want a sequel. I think it was like it ended exactly how I would want it to end, and I really I'm glad it actually had an ending as opposed to most shows now where it's like sequel baiting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's just leave it as it is. If you want to do like a prequel, I guess I'm open to that, but I don't want to. Just don't really milk it. Don't do that.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I was actually talking about this with the animator aforementioned Ghost Handy. I kind of came up with the idea, like, what if Studio Trigger just does another independent cyberpunk story in that universe that's completely disconnected?
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think that could also work too. Just like for the tone of the like the anime, because it was always already kind of like about not connected to the game, really, like in terms of like who's V's the main character, right? In the game, I think it's not really about that.
Like the only real connection is Adam Smasher.
Right.
And there are locations that you see in both the game and the anime, which is pretty cool, I will say.
Right. But yeah, it's like its own kind of separate story, which I think it's good, and I wouldn't be opposed to them doing that. I had envisioned like something kind of focusing on, I don't know, Maine, the leader of the cyberpunks, and just seeing his story. But if it wanted to do like just something completely different in that, in Night City at a different time, either before or after, I think that would definitely be better than just making like a straight sequel, in my opinion.
I came up with the idea because I'm so like amazing with my intellect.
Actually enlightened.
For real. Because that's like the thing I'd be the least hesitant about. I would have, because like if somebody says, oh yeah, Edgerunners prequel or sequel, is like, oh no, don't mess this up.
Yeah, it's already like, it depends. Even with a prequel, it's like you could still kind of screw the pooch a little bit, and I'm not sure if I'd be in favor of that. I would just prefer a prequel over a sequel, because I'm like, I like how it ended. Don't touch that.
Yeah. I was about to say something, but that might spoil. I am not trying to do any more spoilers. I won't say anything. Not saying anything. I'm just saying I like the ending. I thought it was good, and I don't want it like ruined by sequels. That's why I think the best or the safest thing to do would be completely separate story.
Right. Yeah, that'd probably be the best thing.
Thank you all for watching, and thank you to Cultured Crusader and the Dragon's Treasure for hopping on with me. Their channels will be linked in the description below. If you want to watch or listen to the full episode on YouTube, Spotify, or any other audio platform, make sure that you click the link in the description below.